Okay, now I have enough rows to work on my decreases. I'm gonna measure it to make sure. It's about 18 or 19 centimeters from the edge, and that would be enough for me. And as you see, the pattern is in the wrong side, and I finished last row with purl row. I'm gonna review what we did till now. So we started with 16 stitches. Sorry, 60 stitches for the cast on. Then we did brooch stitch, and it did add up to 90 stitches here. Then after 2.5 inches, we got to the body, and we added 1 stitch per 9 stitches, and that adds up to 100 stitches here. And here we started our body purl twist stitch in the circular. So what we did 1 row of purl stitches and 1 row of purl 2 together, and work to the first stitch once more. And each time that we change the stitch from purl to purl to together, you need to put the marker 1 stitch to the right. If it was right here, then you have to move it back to 1 stitch over here, and do these two together to have the offsetting of the previous rows. And now we're gonna work on the end part that is decreasing. So I have 100 stitches in my circular. I'm gonna divide it by 5, and I'm gonna put markers every 20 stitches. I'm gonna use 5 markers. One of them is red, which I'm gonna use in the beginning when the decreases starts. And as I said, you have to go because this is two purl together in the pattern. I'm gonna go 1 stitch to the right, and I'm gonna add it here. Then the other one will be count from this one over here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This one goes here, and you're gonna count them till end and put these markers. And 10 here. Okay, we're gonna start doing the same pattern we had. Only difference, we're gonna decrease to after each marker. Okay, I'm gonna purl 2 together. I'm not gonna work in the first stitch once more because I'm decreasing, but all the others will be goes as the pattern is purl 2 together and work on the first stitch once more. 9 row 2 of decreasing stitches. We're gonna do purl stitch, and still we're gonna decrease 1 stitch after each marker. So I'm gonna knit 2 together and purl the rest. So this will be our instruction for this row. Okay, here is the end of row 2 in decreasing stitches. If I count each section, I will have 18 stitches because I decreased 1 stitch each row and I did 2 rows. In row 3, like what we did for these markers and we shifted 1 stitch before, we're gonna do the same because we need to offset the first stitch and the pattern in the previous row. So I'm gonna undo this stitch and knit 2 together to decrease. So you can move shift all these markers to the one stitch to the right. You can do it at the first before going further, or you can do it when you got to this point here. So I'm gonna work on each row, on each section separately. Now I have done a couple of rows with decreases and I'm left with 9 stitches for each section, but still I'm gonna work a little bit more, and I just wanted to show you how to work when you go toward the ends of the hat and you find it a little bit difficult to work on cord. So what I do, I pull out the cord from each section that I plan to work. So from here, I pull it out and I get my stitches in the left needle, the working stitches, and then I work through them. Now I have done with my decreasing and I have been left with 35 stitches, 7 stitches per section. I'm gonna remove the markers, the purple ones. This is the red marker for starting. So I'm gonna knit 2 together. Sorry, I mean purl 2 together. to use the needle to pass through the needle and pass through the stitches. All goes through one needle, and then I'm going through the other opposite stitch here. I'm gonna transfer it to my string. I'm gonna stitch back to the stitches to secure the yarn. And this is the end look of our project. So one more thing you need to do, you need to attach this seaming line, which I did it before. And you need to cut off the yarn